You're about to discover 3 VA benefits that could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars every month. In fact, veterans with disabilities are leaving over $2 billion in compensation on the table every single year because they don't know these benefits exist. I'm talking about legitimate, legal benefits that you've already earned through your service, but the VA isn't exactly advertising them. If you're a veteran, a family member, or someone navigating the VA system, you're in the right place. And we want to take this time to show our appreciation and thank you for your likes, comments, shares, and subscriptions. Your engagement helps spread awareness, so more veterans and their families get the benefits they have earned and deserve. So smash that like button and watch this video to the end. The first benefit that veterans consistently overlook is called secondary service connection. This might be the single most important concept you learn today, because it can add multiple new ratings to your existing disability compensation. Here's how it works. If you have a service-connected disability that causes or makes another condition worse, that new condition can also be service-connected. Let me give you a real-world example. Say you have a service-connected knee injury from your time in service. Because of that knee problem, you start walking differently to avoid pain. That altered gait puts extra stress on your hip and back, eventually causing problems in those areas too. Those hip and back problems can be service-connected secondarily to your original knee injury. This isn't theoretical, this happens all the time. Mental health conditions are huge sources of secondary connections. If you have service-connected PTSD, it might be causing sleep issues, digestive problems, headaches, or even cardiovascular conditions. Each of these could potentially be service-connected secondarily. The key is having medical evidence that links the new condition to your existing service-connected disability. Even medication side effects count. If you're taking prescribed medications for your service-connected condition, and those medications cause weight gain, sexual dysfunction, or other health problems, those effects can potentially be compensated. Veterans taking antidepressants who develop sexual dysfunction, or those on steroids who gain significant weight leading to diabetes. These are real secondary conditions we see approved regularly. Here's what makes this so powerful. Each new secondary condition gets its own disability rating, and those ratings combine with your existing ratings using something called VA math. This isn't regular math where percentages just add up. Instead, the VA uses a formula that can push veterans from lower combined ratings into much higher compensation brackets. Now let me ask you this. When you look at your current disabilities, can you think of any new problems that developed after your original service-connected conditions? Have you developed pain in different areas because you're compensating for existing injuries? Have you noticed mental health impacts from dealing with chronic physical pain? If so, keep watching because you might be eligible for additional compensation. And if you want personalized help understanding your VA benefits, increasing your rating, or avoiding another denial, don't do it alone. Join our private community, Veteran Benefits Blueprint. It's where I break everything down even more step by step, answer questions directly, and give you templates and tools that have helped thousands of veterans get the benefits they earned. Comment below the word GUIDE to get started. The second major benefit veterans miss is called Total Disability Individual Unemployability, or TDIU. This is absolutely massive, and most veterans have never even heard of it. Here's what TDIU does. It pays you at the 100% disability rate even if your combined rating is lower, as long as your service-connected disabilities prevent you from holding down substantial gainful employment. Think about that for a second. You don't need to hit that magical 100% combined rating to get paid like you're at 100%. You just need to prove that your service-connected conditions make it impossible to maintain regular employment that pays above the poverty line. I've seen veterans with a 70% PTSD rating and a 10% back injury qualify for TDIU because those conditions together make steady employment impossible. I've seen others with multiple smaller ratings, like 30% for heart problems and 50% for migraines, get approved because the combination of symptoms keeps them out of the workforce. This benefit can be the difference between scraping by on a few $100s a month and receiving over $3,000 monthly. Yet veterans don't apply for it because they assume they need that full 100% rating first. That's simply not true. Here's a question for everyone watching. Are your service-connected disabilities making it difficult or impossible to hold down a regular job? Are you struggling with employment because of symptoms from your military service? If you answered yes, you need to learn more about TDIU. Comment below, and let me know if this sounds like something that might apply to your situation. The third overlooked benefit is special monthly compensation, specifically aid and attendance benefits. These provide additional monthly payments for veterans who need help with daily activities like bathing, dressing, eating, or managing medications. This isn't just for elderly veterans in nursing homes. I've seen younger veterans with severe PTSD, traumatic brain injuries, or mobility issues qualify for these benefits. Aid and attendance can add several hundred to over $1,000 monthly on top of your existing disability compensation. The VA is supposed to automatically consider veterans for these benefits, but they often miss eligible veterans because the right evidence isn't in the file or the veteran hasn't specifically requested consideration. What makes this even more important is that there are different levels of special monthly compensation. Some veterans who are already rated at 100% discover they qualify for higher SMC levels, adding hundreds or thousands more monthly. We're talking about veterans who thought they were getting maximum compensation finding out they were eligible for significantly more money. Here's something crucial about all three of these benefits. The VA doesn't actively promote them or automatically apply them in many cases. You often have to know they exist and specifically request them. That's why so many veterans are missing out on compensation they've legally earned. If you're thinking this sounds too good to be true, I understand that skepticism, but these aren't new or secret benefits. They're established parts of the VA disability system that have been around for decades. The problem is information and advocacy. Veterans simply aren't told about these opportunities. Let me address some common concerns. Can you pursue these benefits if you've been denied before? Absolutely. Can you apply for them if you already have a rating? Yes, and your existing rating won't be reduced just for applying for additional benefits. Can you get back pay if you win? Yes, back pay goes to your effective date, which could mean thousands or tens of thousands in retroactive compensation. What about the risks? The main risk is that when you file for an increased rating, the VA might examine all your conditions, potentially affecting existing ratings. However, if your conditions have genuinely worsened or if you have solid medical evidence, this risk is manageable and often worth taking given the potential benefits. If you found this information valuable, there are thousands of veterans who need to see it. Hit that like button and share this video. You might be helping a fellow veteran discover benefits worth thousands of dollars monthly. And if you're ready to finally take control of your VA claim, like I did, and stop getting denied or waiting years for a VA claim decision, click the ReMedical link in the description box below. They'll walk you through how to get the proper medical evidence and documentation for your claim. Don't leave benefits on the table, take that next step today. The VA disability system is complex, but understanding these three overlooked benefits can dramatically impact your financial security. Secondary service connection can add multiple new ratings. TDIU can get you paid at the 100% level without a 100% rating. Special monthly compensation can provide additional support for daily living needs. Remember, these aren't handouts. These are benefits you've earned through your service and sacrifice. The system should work for you, not against you. Don't let bureaucratic complexity or lack of information prevent you from getting the compensation you've legally earned. To learn about more ways to unlock your VA benefits, check out our Unlock More VA Money playlist. Your service matters, your sacrifices count, and you deserve every benefit you've earned.